Vikings, let's win the game.
Hey Vikings fans, ready for the latest scoop on our Minnesota Vikings? We've got a packed lineup today. A slick move from Kwesi that's going to juice up the 2025 draft, and some roster shakeups that'll leave you speechless. Next up, a sleeper running back who could be the future of our offense and the perfect backfield boost, plus a defensive stud from the AFC East hitting the market. A guy worth $26 million over multiple years, but might land here for a steal. Ready for this wild ride through Vikings news? Welcome. Show your Viking support by reaching 100 thumbs up on today's video. Kwesi Adofo-Mensah, our GM who's always got an ace up his sleeve, might be holding a play nobody's seeing coming. Everyone figures the way to stack more draft picks is simple. Trade down from 24 for a couple later ones. Sounds legit, right? But hold on to your hats, because Kwesi doesn't play it straight. His move could be so wild it's got fans scratching their heads. What if he dips into the future to beef up the now? Picture this. Instead of just working with what we've got in 2025, he borrows some picks from 2026. Yup, tapping into that stash he's building down the road to power up today. Remember 2022? Crazy draft, 6 trades, and the Vikings snagged a Caleb Evans, a corner who was sliding, by tossing out a 2022 pick and one from 2023. It worked back then, and now Kwesi might pull it again, but with a twist, using only 2026 capital, keeping our current haul untouched. That's some next-level juggling only a GM like him would dare. Check the setup. In 2026, we're sitting on a third-rounder and another pick that could land in the 4th or 5th, thanks to that compensatory pick magic Kwesi's got dialed in. Meanwhile, 2025's just got 4 picks. If a guy we're eyeing starts tumbling between April 24th and 26th, and we don't have a pick ready to grab him, what's Kwesi do? He dives into the future and pulls it forward. The roster's looking tight, but we still need a defensive tackle, an O-lineman, maybe an extra safety or corner. 4 picks won't cut it. Sure, moves like this spark debates. Some call it brilliant, others worry we're selling tomorrow short. But think of the payoff. If he nails it, the Vikings score help now without losing what's already ours. Kwesi's taken some draft swings and missed before, but with Jordan Addison, Ivan Pace Jr., and even J.J. McCarthy in his pocket, you can't say he lacks vision. Is this bold call going to be the season's checkmate? Let's roll to the next scoop, because that wasn't even the wildest part of today. We're just weeks out from the 2025 draft, and the Vikings are at a crossroads. After adding about 12 new faces this offseason, like Ryan Kelly, Jonathan Allen, and Jordan Mason, plus locking down Aaron Jones and Byron Murphy Jr., the roster's stacked, and the draft? It's a total wild card. What if I told you there's buzz about 5 scenarios so nuts they might just happen? We'll run them down from most likely to downright bonkers, and you'll see how it all clicks. First off, picture Colston Loveland, Michigan's tight end, dropping to pick 24. He links up with J.J. McCarthy again and turns our offense into a nightmare for defenses. Or how about Omarion Hampton, a running back, landing after Ashton Jeanty flies off early? We just got Jordan Mason, but what if Kwesi says screw it and doubles down on a new RB? Fans would lose it. Then there's Jihad Campbell, Alabama linebacker. We don't desperately need one, but if he's there, Kwesi might snag him just because he's too good to pass up. Now brace yourself. What if the best guy left is an edge rusher, like Jalen Walker or Shamar Stewart? We've got Dallas Turner, but another beast on the line would have Brian Flores grinning ear to ear. Some might grumble at first, but they'd love the chaos it'd bring to the D. And the craziest of all? Teteroa McMillan, Arizona's wide receiver, sliding to Minnesota. We've already got Addison and Jefferson, but McCarthy slinging it to that trio? No one's stopping that offense. It's the kind of move that screams Super Bowl vibes. The buzz is electric because the Vikings don't have one glaring hole. Kwesi could go any direction, and every pick like this would light up the comments section. Some fans would yell, "Genius," while others go, "What the hell's this?" The game plan's straightforward. Grab the best player out there, position be damned, and make the roster even deeper. It's got us all fired up because it's a gamble, but imagine it pays off? This could be a season for the history books. And while we're dreaming of a draft explosion, there's a name flying under the radar who's catching eyes as the next big thing for our offense. Aaron Jones is a beast, but he's 30, and we all know how running backs can fade past that mark. Jordan Mason came via trade to pitch in, and Ty Chandler's got some flashes, but he's not built to carry the load. So how do we back up J.J. McCarthy and keep the backfield humming? The answer might be a guy not getting enough hype, Taj Brooks from Texas Tech. Think of a running back who's the all-time rushing leader at his school, all in an offense that's all about airing it out. Brooks is a 5'10", 230-pound tank. Damn near impossible to bring down. He powers forward, but what really stands out is his patience and field vision. He waits for the blocks to set, finds the gap, and glides in with a finesse that's got Le'Veon Bell vibes. In a frame like Mike Davis, that's a rare combo, folks. Best part, he's pegged for day 3 of the draft, a steal for Minnesota. He'd fit the Vikings like a glove. Kevin O'Connell loves a versatile ground game, and Brooks delivers. He's got the juice for those zone runs we lean on, pairing perfect with Jones, and he catches passes better than most expect. Not just at the line, he's got hands to stretch the field. The downside? Pass protection. He can miss a blitz read now and then, but with his size and good coaching, that's fixable. Picture him learning the ropes behind Jones. No pressure to star right away. You can feel the upside. A young, cheap running back with this kind of skill could anchor the offense for years. If Kwesi grabs him late, it's like highway robbery. J.J. McCarthy would love another trusty weapon, and we'd dodge a bullet before it's a real problem. But will Brooks fall to us, or will someone else spot this gold first? And there's one more bombshell coming, because the Vikings defense might snag a surprise boost nobody saw coming. They've already added Isaiah Rodgers and Jeff Okudah in free agency, locked down Byron Murphy Jr. with a fresh deal, and Mickey Blackman's fighting for snaps. But here's the gap. We still need a heavy hitter at corner, especially with Blackman and Okudah coming off injuries. Murphy's a stud, but he's not your typical CB1. So what now? There's a name lighting up the radar. Rasul Douglas, ex-Bills, maybe headed to Minnesota. This dude's a 30-year-old vet, a natural ball hawk. He's nabbed at least 3 picks in 4 of his last 8 seasons. Imagine that in Brian Flores' turnover-hungry defense. The catch, he's also given up some ugly deep balls, with passer ratings against him topping 108 in a bunch of years. He slumped in Buffalo in 2024, and now he's free, looking for a reset. Bleacher Report floated the idea. Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah could sign him to a 1-year deal, like we did with Shaq Griffin and Stephon Gilmore before. Think $10 million, way under the $26.5 million PFF once pegged him for. It's a slick move because we'd wait till after the draft, April 29th, to keep those 2026 comp picks safe. And here's the cliffhanger. Does Kwesi hold out for a draft corner, or go big on a vet like Douglas? Opinions are split. Some say he brings savvy and that knack for picks. Others fret about the big plays he might cough up. But picture the impact. With Isaiah Rodgers, Okudah, and Blackman in the mix, plus Murphy, a dialed-in Douglas could make our secondary a QB's worst nightmare. If he lands here, Flores would have a blast shaping that aggressive style. It's a risk, but the reward could be massive. Guys like Asante Samuel Jr. or even a Gilmore comeback are still in play, but Douglas has a spark for 2025. What's Minnesota's next move? What a day, Purple Nation. Kwesi's playing chess with 2026 picks. The draft's teasing craziness like Loveland or McMillan. Taji Brooks as a backfield sleeper. And Rasul Douglas eyeing a defensive upgrade. This season's shaping up to be a thriller. Which of today's updates got you hyped? And what else does the team need to do? Don't forget to share this video, leave your comments, and subscribe to the channel to receive all the latest news about the Minnesota Vikings. Stay tuned. SKOL Vikings. Let's go.